I'm Jennifer Torres, licensed mental health therapist and owner of Commit to Wellness, and today's DBT skill is turning the mind. So bouncing off the idea of radical acceptance and the reality acceptance skills, turning the mind is the concept of turning your mind towards the path of acceptance and away from the path of resisting reality. So this is a skill that is useful when you find that you just can't quite get to radical acceptance. We talk about radical acceptance and it's a beautiful concept, but the reality is that sometimes it's really hard to do and sometimes you're just not there. Turning the mind is a skill to use when radical acceptance is just not an option for you for whatever reason. But it is the decision and the idea that I am going to accept this. I want to accept this. So it's putting you on the path again. There are 4 clear steps to turning the mind. Step 1 is observing that you are fighting reality. Step 2 is making an inner commitment to yourself that you are going to work towards acceptance and work towards radical acceptance. Step 3 is doing it over and over again. This is not something that just works one time. Oh, I'm fighting reality. I'm going to try to commit to accepting it. Oh, that worked. No, you might kind of get on the path of acceptance and then all of a sudden find yourself back on the path of rejecting reality. So you have to do this skill kind of over and over as many times as it takes. Step 4 is just developing a plan for what you're going to do every time you find yourself in that refusal of accepting reality space. Something that works is usually maybe finding a mantra, a statement to tell yourself over and over again, whatever the situation is. I've had clients use this when they're getting divorced and they just find themselves in this fantasy world of not accepting that they're getting divorced. So they'll tell themselves, like, I am getting divorced, this is happening. So just, again, this is happening. I can't go back to fantasy land. Like, I have to accept what is actually happening, what is reality. So my challenge for you today is to just really try to become mindful of any situation where you're not accepting reality and maybe you have an aversion towards using radical acceptance and noticing that you are on that path of refusing to accept reality and maybe making that commitment to use turn the mind and get yourself on the path towards acceptance. Good luck.